You're more likely to get a computer virus from visiting religious sites than adult sites. Hot water freezes faster than cold water. This is called the Mpembo effect. Pigeons can tell the difference between paintings by Monet and Picasso. Ostriches can run faster than horses. Tigers have striped skin, not just striped fur. In today's episode of Brain Feed Lab, we're diving into some of the most unbelievable fun facts you probably didn't know. These random facts will blow your mind and leave you wondering, how is that even possible? So get ready to impress your friends with some of the mind-blowing trivia out there. Humans share 50% of their DNA with bananas. The longest hiccuping spree lasted 68 years. Koalas' fingerprints are nearly indistinguishable from human fingerprints. Bananas are berries, but strawberries aren't. A day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. Penguins can jump up to 6 feet in the air. Some fish cough. You can't snore and dream at the same time. It would take about 1,200,000 mosquitoes to fully drain a human's blood. A jiffy is an actual unit of time. It's 1/100th of a second. Sloths take 2 weeks to digest their food. The shortest war in history was between Britain and Zanzibar in 1896. Zanzibar surrendered after 38 minutes. A single strand of spaghetti is called a spaghetto. An ostrich's eye is bigger than its brain. A flock of crows is called a murder. You can't hum while holding your nose closed. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on all the Earth's beaches. Scotland's national animal is the unicorn. Honey never spoils. Archaeologists have found it in Egyptian tombs. Tigers have striped skin, not just striped fur. Banging your head against a wall burns 150 calories an hour, not recommended. A crocodile can't stick out its tongue. Hot water freezes faster than cold water. This is called the Mpembo effect. A blue whale's heart is the size of a car. Snails can sleep for up to 3 years at a time. The dot over the letter I is called a tittle. A cloud can weigh more than 1,000,000 pounds. You're born with 300 bones, but by the time you're an adult, you have 206. Kangaroos can't walk backward. A group of jellyfish is called a smack. A shrimp's heart is located in its head. Pigeons can tell the difference between paintings by Monet and Picasso. There are more fake flamingos in the world than real ones. The moon has moonquakes, just like Earth has earthquakes. There are more trees on Earth than stars in the Milky Way. Most dust particles in your house are made from dead skin. Octopuses have blue blood because they use copper, not iron, to carry oxygen. A group of frogs is called an army. Sea cucumbers eat with their feet. Peanuts aren't nuts, they're legumes. A giraffe's tongue is about 20 inches long. Bananas are radioactive, but not enough to harm you. Humans are the only animals that blush. The word bookkeeper is the only unhyphenated English word with 3 consecutive double letters. You lose about 50 to 100 hairs each day. Butterflies taste with their feet. There's enough gold in Earth's core to coat the entire planet. Cows have best friends and can become stressed when separated from them. A cat's nose print is as unique as a human's fingerprint. Elephants are the only animals that can't jump. A group of pandas is called an embarrassment. A cat has 32 muscles in each ear. A group of owls is called a parliament. Dolphins have names. They use unique whistles to identify one another. A snail can have up to 25,000 teeth. The average person will walk the equivalent of 5 times around the Earth in their lifetime. Slugs have 4 noses. The most common name in the world is Muhammad. Tomatoes were once thought to be poisonous in Europe. Sharks are older than trees. They've been around for 400 million years. Humans and giraffes have the same number of neck vertebrae. A crocodile cannot move its tongue. Cows can walk upstairs, but not downstairs. Apples float because 25% of their volume is air. Penguins propose to their mates with a pebble. A cockroach can live for weeks without its head. The inventor of the Pringles can is buried in one. Butterflies can't fly if they're cold. A group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. Some turtles can breathe through their butts. A jellyfish is 95% water. The word dreamt is the only English word that ends in MT. You can't tickle yourself. Sea otters hold hands while sleeping to avoid drifting apart. Rabbits can't vomit. Dolphins sleep with one eye open. Octopuses have 3 hearts. Squirrels plant thousands of new trees each year by forgetting where they put their acorns. Cleopatra lived closer in time to the moon landing than to the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza. Most lipstick contains fish scales. Goats have rectangular pupils. An adult human is made up of around 7 octillion atoms. A bolt of lightning contains enough energy to toast 100,000 slices of bread. Your stomach lining is replaced every few days, so it doesn't digest itself. The average person will spend 6 months of their life waiting for red lights to turn green. A group of porcupines is called a prickle. Mosquitoes are attracted to people who just ate bananas. The human nose can detect about 1 trillion different scents. Starfish don't have brains. A shark is the only fish that can blink with both eyes. It's impossible to sneeze with your eyes open. The speed of a computer mouse is measured in Mickeys. The M's in M&M stand for Mars and Murray, the founders. Lobsters taste with their legs. If you lift a kangaroo's tail off the ground, it can't hop. A sheep, a duck, and a rooster were the first passengers in a hot air balloon. Only female mosquitoes bite. There are more public libraries in the U.S. than McDonald's restaurants. You're more likely to get a computer virus from visiting religious sites than adult sites. A buttload is an actual unit of measurement, roughly 126 gallons. You can hear a blue whale's heartbeat from over 2 miles away. The average person produces enough saliva in a lifetime to fill 2 swimming pools. A dime has 118 ridges around the edge. The inventor of the Frisbee was turned into a Frisbee after he died. The Eiffel Tower can be 15 centimeters taller during the summer due to metal expansion. Pigeons can do math at the same level as a 3-year-old human. Alaska is the only U.S. state that can be typed on 1 row of keys. Coca-Cola was the first soft drink consumed in space. A jellyfish's mouth is also its anus. An apple, potato, and onion all taste the same if you eat them while holding your nose. Tomato ketchup was once sold as medicine in the 19th century. A group of parrots is called a pandemonium. A single sneeze can travel up to 100 miles per hour. Your fingernails grow faster on your dominant hand. Maine is the closest U.S. state to Africa. Bubble wrap was originally invented as wallpaper. In France, it's illegal to name a pig Napoleon. Butterflies remember being caterpillars. A full head of human hair can support 12 tons of weight. There are more Lego minifigures than people on Earth. Ants never sleep. A blue whale's tongue weighs as much as an elephant. A rainbow can only occur in the morning or late afternoon. Your nose and ears never stop growing. The first oranges weren't orange, they were green. Goats have accents and their voices change based on where they live. Humans shed about 600,000 particles of skin every hour. Octopuses lay 56,000 eggs at a time, but few survive. Snakes can sense an earthquake from up to 75 miles away. A snail can regenerate its eye if it loses it. Cats have fewer toes on their back paws. Water can boil and freeze at the same time. This is called the triple point. It's illegal to own only 1 guinea pig in Switzerland. They get lonely. The average person blinks around 15 to 20 times per minute. A day on Mercury is longer than a year on Mercury. A rubber band lasts longer when refrigerated. There's an island in Japan full of bunnies called Okinoshima. A bolt of lightning is 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. A group of hedgehogs is called a prickle. Spiders can't fly, but they can balloon on silk threads. There are more tigers privately owned in the U.S. than in the wild worldwide. You can't fold a piece of paper in half more than 7 times. A cat's purr vibrates at a frequency that promotes healing. Birds are the closest living relatives of dinosaurs. The human brain can hold more information than an encyclopedia. On average, a human breathes in about 11,000 liters of air each day. In Tokyo, there's a restaurant staffed by robots. Sea cucumbers can expel their internal organs as a defense mechanism. Your left lung is smaller than your right lung to make room for your heart. A woodpecker's tongue wraps around its brain to protect it during pecking. Kangaroos can't hop backward. The average lifespan of a Major League Baseball is 7 pitches. Wombats produce cube-shaped poop. In ancient Rome, urine was used to clean clothes. Some fish can walk on land like the mud skipper. The smell of freshly cut grass is a plant's distress call. Sharks don't have bones. Their skeletons are made of cartilage. Ants can lift objects 50 times their body weight. Dragonflies have a near 360-degree field of vision. A goldfish's memory can last months. The myth of a 3-second memory is false. Dogs have a sense of time and can anticipate future events. There are more chickens on Earth than people. You can't taste food properly if your saliva is dried up. The longest wedding veil was longer than 63 football fields. Dolphins have been known to teach each other tricks. Sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins. Koalas sleep up to 22 hours a day. Mice can feel empathy for other mice. Elephants can smell water from several miles away. All clownfish are born male, but some turn female to become the dominant one. A giraffe's heart weighs about 25 pounds. There's a species of jellyfish that is biologically immortal. The average human dreams about 1,460 dreams a year. Horses and cows sleep standing up, but they can only dream lying down. Cows produce more milk when they listen to soothing music. If a starfish loses an arm, it can grow a new one. The inventor of the Rubik's Cube couldn't solve it for over a month. Bees can recognize human faces. The human body contains about 37.2 trillion cells. The average person farts 14 times a day. Octopuses can change color to camouflage themselves. Elephants mourn their dead. The only letter that doesn't appear in any U.S. state name is Q. You can fit all the planets in our solar system between the Earth and the Moon. No number from 1 to 999 includes the letter A in its word form. The opposite sides of a die always add up to 7. You are 13.8% more likely to die on your birthday than on any other day of the year. Playing electronic dance music can help ward off mosquitoes. The King of Hearts is the only king in a deck of cards without a mustache. Finland has the most heavy metal bands per capita. Mount Everest was possibly shrunken by an earthquake. Pope John Paul II was made an honorary Harlem Globetrotter. On average, 100 people choke to death on ballpoint pens each year. The shortest commercial flight in the world is in Scotland. It lasts just 1.5 minutes. A duel between 3 people is actually called a truel. The inventor of the microwave appliance received only $2 for his discovery. The longest recorded flight of a chicken is 13 seconds. The inventor of the light bulb, Thomas Edison, was afraid of the dark. The longest word in the English language is 189,819 letters long and would take you about 3.5 hours to pronounce. The inventor of the telephone, Alexander Graham Bell, never called his wife or mother because they were both deaf. The inventor of the chocolate chip cookie sold the recipe to Nestle Toll House in exchange for a lifetime supply of chocolate. The first computer mouse was made of wood. A group of giraffes is called a tower. The inventor of the Super Soaker water gun was a NASA engineer. The shortest complete sentence in the English language is I am. Vending machines kill more people per year than sharks. Carrots were originally purple before they were selectively bred to be orange. A blue whale's veins are large enough for a human to swim through. The total weight of all the ants on Earth is roughly equal to the weight of all humans. Cows have 4 stomachs, but each performs a different function. Venus is the hottest planet in the solar system, not Mercury, despite being farther from the sun. Chewing gum is banned in Singapore. Octopuses can taste with their arms. Only 5% of the ocean has been explored by humans. There's a species of fungus that turns ants into zombies. The plastic tips on shoelaces are called aglets. The smell of rain is called petrichor. A blob of toothpaste is called a nurdle. Giraffes have no vocal cords, but they can make infrasound noises too low for humans to hear. Penguins have knees, but they're hidden inside their bodies. The term astronaut comes from Greek words meaning star and sailor. The tongue is the only muscle in your body that's attached at only one end. Bees sometimes sting other bees. There's a mountain in Australia called Mt. Disappointment because its explorers found the view from the top underwhelming. A group of cats is called a clouder. Polar bear skin is black, not white. Their fur is transparent, reflecting light and appearing white. A narwhal's tusk is actually a tooth. The human body contains enough fat to make 7 bars of soap. Cats have whiskers on the backs of their front legs. Humans have a unique tongue print, just like fingerprints. A newborn baby kangaroo is about the size of a jelly bean. The wood frog can hold its pee for up to 8 months, helping it survive the winter. Humans are the only animals that produce emotional tears. It takes about 8 minutes for sunlight to reach Earth. Slinkies were originally intended to be used as springs on battleships. Elephants can hear with their feet by picking up subsonic signals through the ground. The largest snowflake ever recorded was 15 inches wide, found in Montana in 1887. Tigers have antiseptic saliva, which they use to disinfect wounds. Flamingos are only pink because of the food they eat. In captivity, they might need special diets to maintain the color. The inventor of the popsicle was 11 years old when he accidentally invented it. Bananas grow upside down against gravity, which is why they're curved. Sharks are older than the rings of Saturn, which are relatively young at about 100 million years. Butterflies can see colors we can't, such as ultraviolet light. Sonic booms can be triggered by cracking a whip. A group of bunnies is called a fluffle. The longest time between 2 twins being born is 87 days. A single strand of hair can hold up to 100 grams in weight. The Earth is not perfectly round, but slightly pear-shaped. The human eye can detect up to 10 million different colors. Ostriches can run faster than horses. The human brain is about 75% water. Starfish don't have blood. They circulate nutrients using seawater. Humans have more than 5 senses, including balance, temperature, and pain. Goldfish can recognize faces. An octopus can squeeze through any hole larger than its beak. Sharks are immune to almost all known diseases. A group of hippos is called a bloat. All polar bears are left-handed. Tomatoes have more genes than humans. The word typewriter can be typed using only the top row of keys on a keyboard. Some frogs can freeze without dying, and they thaw out when the temperature rises. Lobsters chew with their stomachs. A crocodile's bite is more powerful than that of any other animal, yet its jaws are weak enough to hold shut with rubber bands. An ant can live for up to 2 weeks underwater by going into a state of suspended animation. Humans have over 650 muscles in their bodies. A blue whale can eat up to 4 tons of krill a day. You're more likely to be struck by lightning than attacked by a shark. The human skeleton regenerates itself every 10 years. The word Q is just a Q followed by 4 silent letters. Camels have 3 sets of eyelids to protect their eyes from sand. Some lizards can detach their tails to escape predators. The smallest bones in the human body are in your ear. The giant squid has the largest eyes in the animal kingdom, about the size of a dinner plate. Humans and dolphins are the only species known to have sex for pleasure.